For years now, Maine has had a growing problem with deer ticks and the diseases they carry, particularly Lyme disease.
Last week, we told you how a higher percentage of ticks tested at a lab in Orono were found to be carrying Lyme. As News Center Maine's Carly Dion reports from Orono, this week there's word of a new study that suggests it may soon be possible to genetically change ticks so that they can't transmit the disease to humans.
We're currently testing deer ticks, or black-legged ticks as they're also known, for the causative agents of Lyme disease, anaplasmosis, and babesiosis.
University of Maine Cooperative Extension Tick Lab Coordinator Griffin Dill says those are the three most common tick-borne illnesses in Maine. Dill and his associates welcome anyone in the state to send their ticks to his lab and
have them tested to see whether they're carrying some of the more common tick-borne pathogens, including the bacteria that causes Lyme disease.
Last year's data recently released showing an increase in ticks with Lyme disease. This while researchers at 3 other universities published findings showing a glimmer of hope in reducing ticks with this disease. In the study, researchers
kind of determined a method of editing the genetic makeup of the ticks themselves.
Editing the genes of ticks had not been possible until now. Researchers finding scientists might be able to alter the genes in ticks that transmit diseases like Lyme.
It really kind of opens up new avenues for research on their physiology and the way they interact with the pathogens that they do become infected with.
This year, Dill and his colleagues will study a new pathogen, Borrelia miyamotoi, an illness that causes symptoms similar to Lyme disease. UMaine grad student Alyssa Marini says with new developments like this, it makes her look forward to
just sort of seeing in the few years I'll be here, seeing the growth of the lab.
Marini says it also excites her for the research possibilities to come in the next few years at the lab.
I just find ticks to be very interesting to study in general, as well as like the public health aspect too.
Dill says eventually being able to use gene editing software at the lab would help broaden their abilities to understand ticks here in Maine. In Orono, Carly Dion, News Center, Maine.